All right, we are going to be working with least common multiple today. So you need your ratios, rates, and percents booklet. And then we're going to open up to the back side of the front cover and finish taking the notes on this cover page here. So I'm going to zoom in a little. We're going to be working with the least common multiple today. So it's kind of tricky to determine, all right, least common multiple. To determine the difference between GCF and LCM when you're on the spot trying to figure out what you need to use. So what I want you to do is think about multiple, the M in this acronym here. Let me adjust a second. So when you're thinking about the multiples, I want you to think of counting up. So if you were to be asked, what's the multiple, or what are the multiples of 2? You would start counting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and you would keep counting until you're asked to stop. If you were asked, what are the multiples of 5? You'd say 5, 10, 15, 20, and all of that. So what we're trying to find is the least common multiple that two numbers have with each other. So I'm going to set it up identically to this up here, just so that we have a consistent way to show it. And what's kind of funny is when you're finding the least common multiple, you're actually starting with the two numbers that you're given in a GCF problem. So they're kind of opposites of each other. But let's say we're trying to find the least common multiple of 4 and 6. Okay, so I'm going to do my little bracket here like this. And I'm just going to start counting up by 4s and counting up by 6, okay? And because we're finding the least common multiple, a lot of the times we don't have to write many numbers in the multiples here. So I'm going to do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. And what I do is I usually just try to write about 5 or the first 5 multiples of each number. And then if I can't find the least common multiple, I can go back and continue to add more. So now let's add 6. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 will do, okay? Now, I see some common ones, so I can probably stop because I'm trying to find the least common multiple. Well, in this case, it's my 12s. So the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. Okay, let's try another problem here. Or, you know what? Let's even try 3 numbers, because sometimes you might be given 3 different numbers. Let's try 2, 5, and 6. Oops, 6. Okay, 2, 5, and 6. Now, we can list the multiples of 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I'm going to stop there just for a second here, and if we need to add more, we can. I'm going to list the 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, now let's add 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. I'll just keep counting up. Okay, now we need to see what numbers they have in common. And what we can do is start with any of these first numbers. They're probably not going to have the first numbers in common because those are the ones we're working with. 4, 10, and 12. Well, I know 5 and 6 can't go into 4. 2 and 5 can go into 10. 6 can't go into 10, so it's not going to be that. I'm going to try to find the number that 5 can go in because I know all of these down here, 2 will be able to go in. And it looks like 30 and 30, 5 and 6 have in common. And if I were to continue on this way, I know that 2 would go into 30 as well. So my least common multiple of the 3 of them is going to be 30. Okay, I'm going to have you flip open to your math textbook, page 9. We have some practice problems we're going to do in here. So we have, oops, let me move it down here a second. We have finding the least common multiple of 2 and 6. So I'm going to do my little bracket here, and I'm going to count up. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And I'm probably going to stop there. And let's count it by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24. Well, now I have a common multiple of 6, and I have a common multiple of 12. Which one do you think we would do? If we're trying to find the least common multiple, it's going to be 6, because they can both go into 6. Okay, so I'm going to write that as my answer on the E spot over here. Okay, now let's do 4, 5, and 10. So this one has 3, so that's why I did a practice problem of 3 in our book here, or in our little notes booklet. So when we count up by 4s, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I'm probably just going to stop there. If we need to add more, we can. Count up by 5s, multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, I might want to stop there. Let's go on to 10. 10, 20. Ooh, 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 ooh. I see that 20, 20, and 20 is in all 3, and that's the least common multiple that they have in common with each other. So 20 is going to be my least common multiple of 4, 5, and 10.